Yeah. First winning weekend of the season. That's exciting stuff, right? We had a three-game win streak there for a minute. Uh, it's just showing progress, right? Those three opponents were no slouches. So to go and beat Trevecca the way we did, and to beat Cedarville in four, and then start to get some momentum and get that feeling of what winning is like. Uh, there is no better feeling than winning, right? And so the idea is getting that, not getting complacent, and continuing to push forward. And quite frankly, Missouri S&T, that last match we lost, they played lights out. We were not prepared for how well they played, and that's on us to be more prepared in that moment. But ultimately, we're not going to let that one bad match kind of ruin the experience we had, because going 2-1 on that weekend in a big event was really good. Megan Meyer played out of her mind, and then Jackie Smith was named to the Midwest Crossover All Tournament team. So she's starting to come back into form, right? Like everyone thinks, Jackie stepped back in weeks ago, but she wasn't herself, and she's still finding her way. And so now you're starting to see that Jackie Smith that a lot of people are accustomed to start playing the way she's capable. And you're seeing freshmen start to emerge, between Lisa Haugen in the libero position, or Allie Barlow now has been setting for us for a couple matches. You're starting to see them understand the game better at this level. And so I'm really excited. The start of the second half of conference comes up this weekend. We are going to be road warriors for a majority of it. That's okay. But I'm feeling really confident about the position we're in now from a cultural standpoint, from a competitive standpoint. I think we're much better off than we were a month ago.
And Coach, you talk about, and I know we talked the very first beginning of the season, you want to be playing your best volleyball as you get towards the end of the season. Do you think that this GLIAC road trip has the ability to opportunity to get you to that best volleyball?
For sure, you're right. I shouldn't be sitting in this chair if I'm not someone that believes that I can get them to that position. So I totally believe that we're capable of playing our best volleyball, and we sure as heck have not played our best volleyball before this moment, given where I know we can be. So we got to just understand it's a process, right? That's a buzzword that a lot of people use, but it's so true that you have to trust the grind of practicing every day and just getting that little bit better every day. Every day we have to write on a whiteboard. Every athlete has to write what they want to get 1% better at that day, and because that's the goal, get 1% better in one thing, one small percentage of your game. If it improves each day over time, the course of 3 months, you're talking about significant gains. And so yes, I think we are on track to be playing our best volleyball at the end of this month and into the beginning of November. But how I feel doesn't matter. Are we actually translating it in our game, in our skill? And we had a very short practice yesterday, but it was focused. There's a level of intensity and I don't know what the word is I'm trying to think of, but there was a heightened level of intensity in our play and what we're trying to accomplish. And so I feel really good, and the spirits are high. I mean, given what we went through, to be in a position where we genuinely are enjoying being in the gym, that's a really good place to be in, because there are a lot of teams at that midway point that really start to fall off just because people start to get hurt, the weather's changing, school's becoming a little bit more of a stressor in their lives. I feel like we've managed and handled that well, and so we are poised to make a little run here.
When you talk about progress heading into practice, how do you kind of hope to accomplish that? Maybe bullet points that you hope to hit?
Yeah, it's evaluate the weekend prior on film, identify the areas that you need to improve, and make those your focus, right? You don't turn a blind eye to things you've done well, but you don't prioritize them in order of what you need to get better at, right? So like for us, we're a bad blocking team. We are not good at blocking the ball. So every single day for multiple sessions of a practice, we make blocking a priority, right? Serve, receive, serve and pass is probably one of the number one indicators about success and failure in a match. So serve, receive, and serving are something we prioritize every single day. Our middle connection has been pretty solid this year, and our middles have thrived for the most part. We don't prioritize that as much, but we still do it. We still have it in our practice plan. We just don't emphasize it as much, right? And so it's each day, each week, you get 2 or 3 days, 6 hours maybe in the gym where you get to really hone in on certain elements of your game. And we just have to use that film, evaluate from it, and prioritize things throughout those 6 hours. And it's both individual skill stuff, so one person blocking or one person passing, but also you have to do team-based drills, right? Like we are really bad at defending against the right side. So are we doing drills that force us to defend right side attacks and learn and get better? And so it's all these things coming together. And that's why, you know, us as coaches, we meet for an hour prior to every practice to really talk about what do we need to do. And we write our practice out. We're very deliberate about everything we do. We think through the steps of everything. And so this is a really long-winded way of saying it, but every step, every touch, every moment in practice matters if you want to get better and be successful. And it's hard, like I was just saying, it's hard mentally at this stage in the season to do that. But I do think this team has embraced that side of things. They show up ready to work, and so I applaud them for that.